Right, out on a glorious Thursday. What a lovely week we're having here in the UK. And the lanes are getting dusty and drying out. And getting bumpy. So, well, I'm out with Ian. And up Sony Lane again. And we'll take a little ride round. Have a coffee break somewhere. All Zubs is shut this week. So I fancy a brew. Client had a brew this morning. I've done an oil change on the bike. I did some fluid change on the brakes. Didn't have to because these 701s are, you know, a longer service. So, but I'll do an IM trim one, and all the filters and things are all lovely and clean. So, it's all happy days there. And you know what it's like? You do an oil change, and it just feels like it's giving a nice new fresh art to the bike. Feels like it's smiling at you. But funny how you go that little extra length and have give it a spit and polish, and then first lane you go into a little stream, and then that's it, you're buggered. It's a nice little lane. Oh, he kicks up so bad at the back. Front wheels taking a beating. See how these XLs put up with. Need to bend my knees a bit more. Tends to be flying off my foot pegs a little bit. I straighten up, stick my ass out a bit more. Oh. Oh, when you think, you know, only about a month ago, you're just thinking about winter gloves, freezing fingertips, and now it's short, sort of thin motocross tops, you know. Yeah, very nice, very picturesque. nights after nights, the fingers caress me. When those rally screens comes in handy, you get these branches coming across, and it can deflect it away from you. Right, on the up and back, why not? So yeah, it's quite stony, but you let's try a different angle. Let's try and get up on this side. Oh, the old squirrel on me. Lovely job. Oh yeah. It's nice to have that bit of breeze on it, you know. Just they don't last long and they get torn up by all the brambles in the summer, like. Okay. Well, I was hoping just to dust my bike off, but I think that lane I went through with the water splash, yeah, that's the end of that. Alright, up all the Ubley Drove. Morning. Unsuitable for motors. Well, this has got a motor and it is suitable for it. Ooh, a little muddy puddle. Rare this time of year. Found a new line out there. That was all right. Oh shit. It went right in the middle of the bit I didn't want to go in, but he'd take it in his stride. Sure, in the winter that wouldn't have worked that way. Check on old Ian. I'm sure he's doing well. Yeah, there he comes. Oh. that's a no-no. Have to bypass that one then. Bit quiet at the moment up here, which is good. Night after night, caress me. But it got quite dusty up through there. This lane in the winter get quite slimy and slide you all over the place. And then now it's shaking you to bits, you know. Yeah. That moose is giving me a little bit of a pre-warning. Oh, that's so good. So much fun. Alright, you're down in Crosscut. Nice long lane, this one. Oh, Ian's got the OS maps on now for this little route, so he's taking the lead now. I will follow. Now I got the sound and the smell of a two-stroke. Yeah, there's a few little troughs in places. And a tree. Look at those. Those are beauties. That'd be a nice link going up, actually. Another pretty little lane. Let's see what this brings. Ah, I can remember that little bridge. I think I did this coming down the other way many moons ago with Mark. Quite a few little stand-up routes there. Very nice. Hiya. It's quite a chunky erosion back there. Quite some sharp stones areas. Just to meet a man walking just after it as well. It's like I could have got a little bit messy trying to slow up and get round here, man, and the technical little bit there. Is you get these boulders now and they really catch your the sidewall and hit the rim, you know, and that can send you off on a different area so to speak. Well, I said before on some of my earlier videos is get that winter riding in, and with the mud and the cold and all that training. Probably at the time you was thinking, you know, this is hard work, but it pays off. And now, and it's bone dry now, all the lanes what give you such small difficulties in the winter months, it's just so easy now. If that puddle's there now, the puddle of doom, the puddle that got us so wet so many times. Well, I'm looking straight down now and I can't see a thing. Seems very dry. Yes, I actually just wheeled through it, so brilliant. It's bone dry. Just let Mr. Clarkey know it's bone dry. You can come down there without getting wet, like you do. It goes all the way to the bottom. Sometimes you see an obstacle, it's best just to bloody ride over it and try and get around it. Sometimes you end up being forced into different sections which you don't want to be in. Probably meet those walkers, probably piss them off actually, I'll spat. It was out for a nice gentle stroll, looking at the birds and the bees. Then we got two motorcyclists coming up. was quite a lumpy, bumpy. Sorry, right. No, they weren't happy. Weren't happy at all. Managed to get to a garage, but bloody garages didn't have what we wanted, so Ian's giving it a go. Get it on home. Well, that's the end of the ride. We could have got a few more lanes in, I suppose. Unfortunately, Ian picked up a puncture on the rear. He had a moose on the front, but inner tube on the back, so here's what it is. We attempted to change it for another tube. Managed to find we didn't have the right, we had a Presta, not a Xtrainer, so valve. So then I went looking, knocking on doors, seeing if anybody had a pump, which they did. Pumped it up, all good. And put it all back on the wheel. He rode off, and about within a few hundred yards it went down again. So you'll probably find out in a while what caused it, whether there was something still stuck into the tyre, or maybe even something coming through the actual spoke nipples might have been caused it. So I think he might be in a position for going for a moose, but he's decided to ride it back. The rim lock's holding the tyre on. When he gets going, it was the momentum handled okay, just had to be careful on the bends, you know. So I rode with him as far as I could up to my turn off. So best of luck to him. Hopefully he'll get home in one piece, and the tyre as well, it was all good. But we had a good day, good weather. Lanes are very enjoyable. Anybody beginning to go out for a ride, now's the time to learn the lanes, because they're pretty easy, not overly technical. But just watch out for the big stones, like what I'm going to ride into now. They're coming thick and fast and hard. And takes its toll on the old body a little bit. No. Anyway, guys, another day, another ride. Might be out again Sunday. The weather's looking good, so another dry day. Just finish this ride off with another little stream crossing. What's left of it, very low now. Brilliant. Anyway, thanks guys, thanks for subscribing. Catch you all soon. And I'm going to work out on the bike and changing the tyre as well, so all good. All the best. Bye bye.